Well, welcome everybody to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron, and we are again in Colorado to play the Rockies. And we'll have the regular lineup back in today. And looks like we've got a day game today. Had a lot of day games as of late, more than I remember in previous seasons. Which, if you've heard me mention, I've been at a college reunion the past couple days, and it was in the 90s both days, so it was awfully warm outside. One of those days, if you have a day game at the ballpark, you're going to spend a lot of money on drinks. Remember some game, I think it was still Old Bush Stadium, we went to a game with the Cardinals and the Brewers and sat out in the outfield, and I don't know how much money my dad spent in drinks that day. It was so hot. You're right there on the river, so it's so humid in St. Louis. Anyway, in this game, Jason Hirsch is going to start off for the Rockies, and Kester back in his normal lead-off spot. And he starts off the game with a bunt. Bunts it pretty hard, though, and Atkins able to throw it over for the first out of the game. That'll bring Marvin to the plate. Batting left-handed, hitting 161 at the moment. He did come through with a pinch hit. I think that was just yesterday. Has a 1-1 count at the moment, and he is going to smack that one right to Telemaco at second for the second out of the inning. Chief at the plate now. Nobody on. 2 outs. First pitch too high. Big cut, but comes up empty. 1-1. Called strike 2. And a fastball right down the middle, and Chief lets it go by. That was a very un-Chief-like at-bat, but is what it is. No score in the top of the first. We'll look at the defensive lineup for the Squirrels. Stitch is going to start things off for this game. And Willie Tavares will be leading off for the Rockies. And he looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Troy Tulowitzki at the plate. And he takes a strike. Swings and misses, 0-2. And Tulowitzki doesn't go chasing that fastball. 1-2. And a called strike 3. It was an iffy pitch and Tulowitzki didn't like it, but Stitch does get the call. That brings up Todd Helton, who takes strike 1. And that pitch up and in to make it 1-1. Swing and a miss on a changeup, 1-2. And swing and miss on a curveball, strike 3. Stitch strikes out the side. I don't even know that there was a foul ball in that half inning. So a whole lot of nothing to open the game. We'll go to the second inning, and Terry will lead off for the Squirrels. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. And that one bounces in. 1-1. And that one off the outside corner. 2-1. And that one not particularly close either. 3-1 to count on Terry. He lets that one go by and make it a full count. And Terry finally swings the bat, and he is way too early for out number 1. Frank now at the plate. And he takes strike 1. And that fastball called strike 2. And swing and a miss, strike 3. A lot of pitching action in this game so far. Tom at the plate now. It's 2 out. Nobody on base. Take strike 1. And finally we have to have a actual defensive play. And John Riggins fields that one in front of the plate. Throws over to first for the last out at the top of the second. I think that was only the second batted ball put in play. The first one being Kester's bunt, which ended up being pretty uneventful. Matt Holliday at the plate. And he has a 1-1 count. Holliday's numbers as excellent as you would expect. Hits a very high hopper and nobody to cover first in time. So that's your first hit of the ball game. A really fluky high hop between the pitcher's mound and first when nobody could beat Holliday to the base. But that's a legit hit. So Garrett Atkins at the plate, 0-2. He swings and misses. Throw goes down to second because Holliday took off and he is thrown off. So we have a strike him out, throw him out situation, which keeps Stitch with the Rockies going down in order thus far. You'll remember, I believe it was Gill had a game like that just a little while ago, where he had 27 up, 27 down, but gave up 2 hits in the process. One thrown out stealing and a double play kept things in order, though. Don't have a name for that kind of game, but it's impressive. Emil Brown strikes out, and he'll end the second inning. Still no score. Both lineups still 6 up, 6 down. And that will bring Zach to the plate to lead off in the third inning. You'll remember he hit the home run yesterday to give the Squirrels the lead in the 8th inning. He has a 2-0 count here. And this one's going to go into left center rather. And Zach's going to try to make it into a double, and he will make it. Leadoff double for Zach. That'll bring Joey to the plate with suddenly a threat to score. And Hirsch is starting Joey off with a 2-0 count. And that pitch in there for a strike. Looked like it might have slipped a bit. Called strike 2. Looked low, but Hirsch got the call. Joey grounds to third. Zach has to stay at second. Throw goes to first for 1 out. That'll bring Stitch to the plate, and he will show bunt. So a successful sack. Oh, for some reason Atkins throws to third, even though Zach was already there. I'm pretty sure they fielded that or scored that a fielder's choice, which they should have. But it does put runners on the corners with only 1 out. Kester at the plate, and he's going to put this into center field for a base hit. That'll score Zach. Move Stitch up a base. So for runners on first and second, only 1 out. Marvin at the plate. Looks at ball 1 rather. That was inside. That went off the plate outside to make it 2-0. And make it 3-0. Hirsch a little rattled here, it looks like. Does get that one over for a strike, a little curveball. And count now full. 1 out, 2 runners on. And Marvin takes a walk to load the bases for Chief. Not the batter you'd want to load them against on our lineup. He doesn't hit the most home runs on the team, but he's probably our best all-around hitter. And he comes through here with what I'm assuming is going to end up being a double. 2 runs in, 3 runs in, and Chief does stop at second. A bases clearing double for 3 runs to make the game 4-0 Squirrels. Still only 1 out. Terry gets a hit into left. Hirsch is just bleeding to death out there. They're going to stick with him, and Frank at the plate. And he's going to put that one up the middle for a hit. Chief is in to score. Terry has to stop at second. And that is finally it for Hirsch. They put in Corpus to try to salvage this inning, but it went from a bleeding wound to an amputation. So still only 1 out, 2 runners on. Tom at the plate looks at strike one from Corpus. That one off the plate. This one grounded back up the middle. Corpus fields it. Takes a while for Telemaco to get to second to get that out. So no chance for a double play. Puts runners on the corners. 2 out. Zach back up. And he looks at ball 1. Looks at ball 2. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Called strike 2 on the outside. And Zach puts that one fly ball to center field. Tavares is under it. And that ends the top of the third, but the Squirrels plate 5 in that inning. So the Rockies with some work to do, and Telemaco will lead things off. First pitch in there for a ball. Actually thought it was going to be called a strike, but it was not. Curveball that doesn't curve, but Telemaco whiffs on the swing. 1-1. That one off the plate. It's getting a bit wild here. This one will go to Joey. Had a shot to get up the middle, but Joey able to get his glove on it and throw it over. That'll bring the catcher Riggins to the plate. And he looks at strike 1. And that pitch just inside. 1-1 the count. That one too low. Does catch the plate on that pitch to make it 2-2. And just off the plate. Full count. And this one's going to be driven into right field for a hit. So that will bring Hirsch up to the... Hirsch is out of the game already. I already forgot. Corpus at the plate. And he's going to go ahead and swing away, it looks like. I mean, you're a relief pitcher that's going to have to go a few innings. You get a surprise at bat. What else can you do? Has an 0-2 count and fouls that one off. Pops this one behind third, just in foul territory, and Chief fields it for the out. So that'll put 2 down. Tavares at the plate. And he looks at strike 1. And that pitch, this should not get the call. This one fouled away. Makes the count 1-2. Swings and misses at a changeup, and that will end the third inning. The Rockies do get a base runner, but not able to advance and pass first. It's 5-0 Squirrels as we go into the 4th inning. And Joey will lead things off for the Squirrels. First pitch too high. Second pitch too low, probably outside as well. That one catches the corner for strike 1. And Joey will put that one right to Tulowitzki for the first out of the inning. Stitch bunted last time up, but for whatever reason Atkins didn't take the sacrifice and led to a huge inning. Nobody on base for him here, so he's going to swing away and put that one right to Telemaco at second. That's 2 outs, and Kester at the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. And that one fouled off down the third base line. And that pitch just off the corner. 1-1. This one up the middle, and it will get through for a base hit. So our fastest runner on the team on first. 2 outs. Marvin walked his last time up. Takes the ball here. Swings and misses, but he's behind that fastball. His Corpus already starting to wear down. 2-1 the count on Marvin. That one called strike. Marvin fouls that one away. Still 2-2. Called strike 3, and that will end the top of the 4th. No runs. We move into the bottom of the 4th. 5-0 Squirrels. Tulowitzki will lead off for the Rockies. And first pitch, a curveball that apparently was too low. Looked pretty good to me, but I'm not the umpire. But then we got that call that I didn't think we should have. So 1-1 the count. I guess it all worked out like it should have. That curveball I do believe was low. Tulowitzki up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. So leadoff single for Tulowitzki brings Todd Helton to the plate. He struck out his first time up, though clearly still a dangerous batter. Has an 0-2 count at the moment, though. Doesn't go chasing that fastball, 1-2. And, just catches the outside corner for a called strike 3. Helton couldn't believe it, but that brings Holliday up to the plate. He got a hit his last time up and then was thrown out stealing. Has an 0-2 count at the moment. And this one he puts into center field, and Marvin will not get there. So another single for the Rockies. Puts runners on first and second for Garrett Atkins. And Atkins swings and misses at a curveball to open this at-bat. And he's going to put this into center field. Bases loaded. Still no runs in. Emil Brown at the plate, who struck out his first time up. Still only one out. Curveball called a strike. This one ground to second. Kester goes to second. Joey back to first. Cannot get the double play. The Rockies plate a run to make it 5-1. Runner goes to second, and he is thrown out by a mile. That was Emil Brown. So Rockies do score one. Had a chance for more, but run themselves out of an inning for some reason. We go into the 5th inning. Squirrels 5, Rockies 1. Corpus still on the mound, and Chief at the plate. And he takes the first pitch too high. Man, that one looked like it was on a tee, and Chief ripped it into the seats down the left field line. Foul ball. Fouls another one away, straight back. 1-2. Corpus now gassed on the mound. Chief lets another fastball go by for strike 3. I don't know what's going on with him today. But that's it for Corpus. Spire will come in. It's Ryan Spire, if anyone is curious. I don't actually remember him in reality. But anyway, Terry at the plate. Nobody on, 1 out. And he takes strike 1. Swings and misses, 0-2. That one in the dirt. Terry lets it go. Terry puts a bat on this one, but pretty much right to Tavares. Easy play for him out in center. And that'll bring Frank to the plate. He singled his last time up. Fouls the first pitch off here into the screen. Second pitch called a strike, 0-2. And that one too low. Swing and a miss at another pitch in the dirt, and that will end the top of the 5th. Still 5-1 Squirrels as we go into the bottom of the 5th. Telemaco will lead things off for the Rockies. And he ground out his last time up. And he fouls the first pitch away. Grounds this one towards third. Chief picks it up, throws over for the first out. Riggins at the plate. And he has a 2-0 count. That changeup goes in there for a strike to make it 2-1. Grounds this one towards third. A bit of a high hop. Chief throws over, and it is just in time. We'll actually get a replay on that one. So 2 out. Spire's going to hit for himself. She just got into the game. I kind of don't blame Colorado, even if they are down 4. I'm not sure I'd want to burn another arm this quickly either. And Stitch doesn't seem to want to pitch to him for some reason. 2-0 the count. Finally gets a curveball in for a strike. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. And that'll make it a full count. 2 down. Nobody on base. Swing and a miss, and that will end the 5th inning. Squirrels 5, Rockies 1. We move into the 6th inning, and Tom will lead off things for Indianapolis. Tom hitless today. Ground out twice so far. Looks at strike 1. Pops this one up, and it will... No, he does not make the screen. Riggins able to make the play. So 1 out brings Zach to the plate. And Zach just having a very good time in Colorado. Apparently a very big fan of the Windy City, and he will stop at second to make it a double. I believe his second double of the day already. And they're going to intentionally walk Joey between the lead and wanting Stitch to pitch one more inning. We will leave him in to hit. So 1 down, runners on first and second now. And Stitch will watch the first pitch go in for a ball. Second pitch very similar, still not a strike. Hits this one, Tulowitzki will make the play on it. That'll bring 2 outs to the inning, and Kester will come to the plate. And he fouls the first pitch away down the left field line. Second pitch too low. 1-1. Drives into right field. It gets down for a hit. Zach's coming in to try to score, and he will make it. 6-1, Indianapolis. And that'll bring Marvin to the plate. Still runners on first and second. 2 down. First pitch swung on and missed. Second pitch swung on and missed. Third pitch almost hits him. 1-2. And next pitch in the dirt to make it 2-2. Spire already gassed out there. Marvin, Helton makes a decent play on that one. Picks it up and steps on the bag himself to end the top of the 6th. But not before the Squirrels can score another one. Indianapolis 6, Colorado 1. Willie Taveras, or Tavares, I think it's really Taveras. In any case, he is leading off and he is grounding out to short. And that will bring Tulowitzki to the plate. He singled his last time up. And he takes a strike. Second pitch also a strike, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Helton at the plate. He struck out twice today. Once swinging, once looking. In his defense, the strike 3, the last at bat, that was a tough pitch. I didn't necessarily blame him for taking that. Has an 0-2 count here. And he's going to watch that for strike 3. No... That one was right down Broadway and a mistake pitch even, and Helton just lets it go. He'll be kicking himself for that one. So 6-1 Indianapolis as we move into the 7th inning. Cabrera is going to come in to pitch for the Rockies. And Chief will lead off things for the Squirrels. And first pitch is a strike. Second pitch up and out. High splitter called strike 2. And this one's going to be up the middle for a hit. Cabrera does get a glove on it, but still ends up in center field. So leadoff single for Chief. Terry at the plate takes strike 1. Gets a call on strike 2. Pops this one up. Cabrera is going to field it himself just a little bit towards second. One down. Frank at the plate. He struck out twice and singled. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. And swings and misses for strike three. Two down. Tom still looking for his first hit of the day. Ground out twice and fouled out on a ball I really thought was going to make the screen, but just didn't. Pops this one up foul too, and that'll end the inning. It's stretch time in the Rockies. Indianapolis 6, Colorado 1. Okay, we're into the bottom of the 7th, and we are going to make a pitching change. Well, hold on, let me think here. I think Stitch is right-handed, right? So we need Johnston out there. Yeah. I had to double check that. I thought he was right-handed, but I was really thinking hard. I could not remember, having a big brain fart there. Anyway, Johnston's going to come in to pitch, and Martinez will come in to catch as part of the double switch. Apparently I made Stitch's first name Xavier. I didn't remember that either. Might have to go through and see what everybody's first names or last names are, because I don't remember all of them. Anyway, I believe that was not Tulowitzki. Who was that? That was Matt Holliday. Flew that one into right field, and Zach made the play. That'll bring Garrett Atkins to the plate, and he has a 1-1 count. This is going to be a ground ball to short. Joey picks it up, throws it over for the second out of the inning. Emil Brown at the plate. And he takes a strike. Swings and misses. 0-2. And that one's going to be fouled off down the left field line. Still 0-2. Pops this one into very shallow right. Kester will grab it for the last out of the 7th. We move into the 8th inning. Indianapolis 6, Colorado 1. And Zach will lead off things for the Squirrels. He's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles today. And I say the home run yesterday. He's just really liking this mountain air. Has a 1-1 count at the moment. That one too low, 2-1. That one also too low, 3-1. Hits this one into right field harder than I thought, actually. Does just curve foul, though. Makes it a full count, and he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Joey has 0 for 2 with an intentional walk. And he has an 0-2 count at the moment. He goes down swinging. 2 down, Martinez, this first at-bat of the game. He has been very hot lately, though not typically a strong hitter. Has a 1-1 count. Make that 1-2 after he takes that pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the top of the 8th. Squirrels still up 6-1. And Telemaco will lead things off for the Rockies in the bottom of the 8th. We'll see the pitcher spot coming up this inning. I would pinch hit at this point, especially with the Cabrera starting to wipe his brow, but we'll see what the computer does. Telemaco has a 1-1 count. Make that 2-1. Johnston pitching the rare second inning. Throw strike 2. Gets him to pop this one up, and Johnston's actually going to field it himself. Thought that looked more like a ball for Terry, but Johnston takes care of it. 1 down. Riggins at the plate. And he hits it right to Terry at first for the second out. And as predicted, there is a pinch hitter. They're going to go with Buck. And he takes strike 1 on a fastball. And that fastball in the dirt. 1-1. Swings and misses at the sinker. 1-2. And swings and misses. Strike 3. We go into the 9th inning. Still Indianapolis 6, Colorado 1. And the Squirrels will start off at the top of their lineup. And Brian Fuente is going to come in and try to finish off this game. And looks like Posednik is going to come in and play right. First pitch outside. Second pitch down and out. 2-0. That one is called a strike. This one bounced foul right near the plate. Never made it into fair ground. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll bring Marvin to the plate. He's hitless today. Now batting right-handed, which is usually his weaker side, I feel. Although this, as you can see from his average this season, normally Marvin around a 300 hitter, but he is just struggling here in year 4. Has a 2-2 count. This one is right to Helton over at first. That will bring Chief to the plate. He pops this one into very shallow center. Well, not as shallow as I thought, but Telemaco still ends up being the one to field it. We'll go into the bottom of the 9th. Willie Tavares will lead things off for the Rockies. They need at least 5. And Tavares is hitless today. He will face, we'll put in Zap. And put Sweeney over to play third. Okay, first pitch swung on and missed. And pitch number 2 too low. 1-1 the count. This one ground to first. Terry picks it up and steps on the bag. That'll bring Tulowitzki to the plate. He has struck out twice and singled today. Takes a ball here. That one in there for a strike. That's the same as the first pitch, and it got the same result. 2-1. This one ground up the middle, and Joey actually makes a play on it. I thought that was on its way to center field, but Joey makes a great play for the second out of the inning. And that brings Todd Helton to the plate. He has struck out all 3 times today. Just not having a good day whatsoever, which probably means I'm walking him right into a home run. Has a 2-0 count right now. Does put this one into fair ground. Drives Terry back. And Zap not able to cover first fast enough. So that's in there for an infield hit. Matt Holliday at the plate. And he puts this into deep left center. And that Frank actually able to make the play. I didn't think he would get there, but that actually ends up ending the game. Your final score today: Indianapolis Squirrels 1, Colorado... Jesus, I just messed that up. Indianapolis Squirrels 6, Colorado Rockies 1. As we look at some highlights, my broadcasting falling apart right here at the end. So the Squirrels will take this one more easily today. Kester, your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We'll have the series finale with Colorado tomorrow. If you'd like to like, share, comment, all that good kind of stuff, feel very free. And there was a nice, lovely comment yesterday, so I forget who made that, but thank you for that. It truly is appreciated. And for all of you out there, we will see you tomorrow.